Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see San Antonio going up against Charlotte. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The season is still so young, but Greg, how much do these teams know each other at this point of the year?
Kevin, you're still learning the new plays and terminology and possibly teammates. The first few weeks are huge for the chemistry and trust of the team, and the foundation that's been set all season long.
Here's Ellie from 13. No good from Duncan. Jones, the pass to Coleman. Charlotte moving it around. Now Mason. Pass to Wesley. Launches a three. Tim Duncan with the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. Here is Elliott. In the corner, it's Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Love how physical Robinson is, using that size and strength to just put the defense in a difficult spot there.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That one falls for Robinson.
Yeah, and Robinson is a franchise-defining talent, a chiseled, powerful center, a remarkable leader.
Robinson hits them both. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Wesley with the ball. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. To the inside. Campbell, the pass to Coleman. 6 on the shot clock. There's the screen. Mason for 3. The rebound by the Spurs. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight. And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Jones kicks to Wesley. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For 3.
Tell you what, I love how Robinson uses his length as a rim protector and shot alterer. Shooters are always looking for where he is.
Elliott the bucket.
And it's so important to have good ball skills. Gives you an edge.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Nuggets.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Pass to Ellie. Duncan outside. 5 on the clock. Screen by Duncan. Johnson, a wide open look. It's rebounded by Campbell.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Coleman. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Right side Robinson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
San Antonio on defense. Mason the pass to Wesley. Here's Coleman. Pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. They need this one, and good that time.
You know, when Jones takes initiative like this, he's a real threat, slicing to the rim with ease.
Mason against Elliott. Robinson with it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Duncan. Moves back up. Campbell grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Wesley the pass to Jones.
San Antonio foul.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Pass to Coleman. Eddie Jones on the wing, guarded by Elliott. 5 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Here's Campbell. The rebound by the Spurs.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Elliott kicks to Johnson. Here is Elliott. It's deflected.
Coleman, great length. The wingspan of a Condor really excels at reaching out and turning shots away.
Johnson against Wesley. Pass to Coleman. Jones looking for an opening. Robinson pulls it in. Spurs leading by 4. Here is Elliott. Outside for Robinson. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Charlotte. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place.
Checking out Charlotte, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Jones, no luck. Charlotte, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies. Johnson outside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
There's a good screen. And it's Wesley missing. San Antonio leading. Here's Ellie. 8 points his last outing. Johnson finds Robinson. Pass to Ellie. Right side Robinson. Rebounded by Coleman. And it's Jones with the ball for Charlotte. And here is Wesley. Still without a basket. Ball's knocked loose. Here is Elliott. Pass to Johnson. Screen by Duncan. Here's Elliott. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Elliott scores in multiple ways. A very versatile small forward.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
The free throw drops for Elliott. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Charlotte trails by 5. Pass to Campbell. Now Jones. Campbell with it. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Johnson against Wesley. And they recover it. Mason against Elliott. Outside Robinson. Pass to Elliott. Now here's Johnson. Duncan with a screen on Wesley. Tries again, and it's Johnson penetrating. Now here's Jones. He had 22 points in the win again.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line. Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heel.
Mason against Elliott. Mason misses.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And Duncan throws it down hard.
Duncan is not messing around when he's in this deep. All business. Very assertive and effective.
Wesley against Johnson. And the shot goes in.
Beautiful reverse using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Spurs leading by 5. Duncan outside. Pass to Ellie. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Now, here's Johnson. Still yet to score. Elliott passes to Johnson. Duncan with a screen on Wesley. With the floater, and Johnson lays it in. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Shot's good by Wesley. Here's Johnson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rose, he's checked in for Duncan. Brown comes in for Elliott. Terry Porter, he's checked in for Ellie. And Daniels subbed in for Johnson. Spurs passing it around. Daniels kicks to Rose. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Robinson. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Robinson's got 6 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside positions.
Pass to Robinson. Wesley with the ball. Back to Robinson. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Porter. Covered by Wesley. Rose dishes to Porter. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hornets. They trail by 7. Robinson sets a screen for Davis. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Pass to Porter. Right side Robinson. From 12 feet out. The kick out to Porter. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Rose. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Rose against Ellis to the middle. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Here's Rose. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Davis with it. Now guarded by Porter. Porter against Davis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. So it's San Antonio now, leading by 5. Now Porter, still scoreless. Rose, a screen on Wesley, and a wide open look for Porter. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Spurs lead by 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so it's San Antonio, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Now, here's Porter. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And here are the Hornets now. Davis, the pass to Robinson. Davis with it. On the wing, Jones. Clock at 6. The 3-ball. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
Charlotte foul. Obi Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Daniels kicks to Porter. Takes it inside. Clock is at 3. Brown, good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's Davis on the wing. Miller sets a screen for Davis. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Brown outside. Pass to Porter. Fires the 3. Rebound by Miller. Charlotte trails by 12. Brown against Jones. The putback. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Duncan's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Porter. Pass to Duncan. Rose against Miller. Screen by Duncan. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
The art of running the pick and roll. Well played.
Davis, the pass to Robinson. Back to Davis. Count that bucket. Davis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
And, you know, things can get hectic in the paint, so you got to be able to stay calm.
Porter looking it over. Rose sets the screen for Porter. This one for 3. And Duncan throws it down.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Jones in the post. He's covered by Brown. Duncan with the block. On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Davis. And that one, good. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Spurs?
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Charlotte calls timeout. Campbell is checked in for Charlotte. Mason checks in for Robinson. Elliott's checked in for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Porter. Campbell, the pass to Davis. Now Mason. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Duncan with the block.
Excellent defensive timing that time by Tim Duncan.
Inside. And it's Campbell with the rebound. Campbell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fills. The rebound by the Spurs. And the Spurs with possession. A big stretch here going 10-2. Johnson. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Davis kicks to Jones. A floater. The rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Johnson, the pass to Duncan. Pass to Daniels. Campbell against Duncan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
Inside Duncan, highly efficient. So really the defense has to try to get physical.
The Spurs have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And he makes the first.
There's so much that's impressive about Duncan, but I think the most impressive thing is how fundamentally sound he is.
Coleman's checked in for the Hornets. Wesley comes in for Baron Davis. The Spurs also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Brown, and it's Ellie in for Daniels. And Duncan drops them both.
What a player. His attitude and confidence, infectious.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Jones with the bounce pass. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Spurs with possession. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Coleman.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Pass to Wesley.
Switch.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, wasn't able to cash in.
Johnson, the pass to Ellie. Outside Robinson. Here's Duncan. And that's good off the glass that time. Duncan's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Charlotte calls timeout. Pass to Wesley. Looking to end the run. San Antonio with the rebound. Duncan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Ellie passes to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Here's Duncan. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Jones. Pass to Campbell. And here's Jones. To the paint. Robinson with the block.
And Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen even to the best of them. He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
And that one falls for Johnson. Davis is checked in for Jones. And San Antonio also making a switch. Brown's checked in. And both free throws good for Johnson. And it's Mason with the ball for the Hornets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside for Davis. Pass to Mason. Wesley with the ball. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Johnson, the pass to Elliott. From outside the arc. The rebound by Mason. Elliott's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And here is Davis. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Campbell against Elliott. No good from Campbell. And it's the Spurs ball. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Elliott against Wesley. The 10-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. Here is Mason. No scoring in this one. Davis looking for an opening. Campbell is screen on Johnson. Here's Davis. Robinson with the block. Here's Ellie. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Johnson outside. Elliott passes to Robinson. Here's Davis. Here's Coleman. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You got to put a body on Coleman because when you don't, he'll hurt you.
Johnson, the pass to Elliott. Brown with the screen on Mason. Here's Elliott. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's blocked. Johnson outside. The screen from Brown. Johnson outside. Pass to Robinson. Shoots over Campbell, and it's Robinson that time on the assist by Johnson. That's now 8 points for Robinson.
You know, I think the defense has to recognize that Robinson is a pretty good mid-range shooter, and he's happy to let him know that he is right there.
Here is Mason. Still scoreless. Davis dishes to Mason. Campbell kicks to Mason. Outside, Davis. No good with the triple.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Pass to Wesley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And I like how Wesley challenges the defense and how he initiates the contact on his shot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, and Wesley does whatever is asked of him, a dependable scorer and an effective defender.
Antonio Daniels checked in for Brown. Both shots good from the stripe.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line.
And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 20-6 run. Here is Elliott. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Spurs with possession. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Daniels. It's rebounded by Campbell. Campbell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. With the teardrop. That shot off the mark. Ivos Johnson. Here's Ellie. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's San Antonio holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a grinding performance from him up to this point. His work on the boards in that first half was terrific.
It really was one physical half of basketball he played. I mean, he's been battling out there, competing with great desire down low.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Wesley against Johnson. Wesley the pass to Jones. Rebound San Antonio.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Ellie. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Duncan. He sinks the 11-footer. Duncan's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Spurs. And it's the Hornets ball. Now Wesley. Pass to Coleman. Duncan with the block. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Now Wesley. Looking to get it going. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Johnson, the pass to Robinson. Pass to Ellie. Johnson in the corner. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Hornets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Jones for three. Drills it from outside. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
Quick, rapid-fire thinking from Jones right there. I like when he takes that shot with no hesitation.
Pass to Ellie. Robinson on the wing. Over Campbell. Robinson misses.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Wesley with the ball. Outside, Jones. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Jones has got 7 points.
Though he is slight of build, Eddie Jones is extremely tough now. That's a strong move right there.
Mason against Elliott. Pass to Ellie. Outside, Robinson. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Campbell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Mason kicks to Wesley. Count that one. 8 points for him. Spurs leading by 20. Johnson outside. Pass to Robinson. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Hornets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Wesley with the ball. 8 points for him. Jones, the pass to Wesley. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. Duncan grabs the rebound. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Wesley. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Ellie. Fires the three. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte trails by 20. And here is Wesley. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Pass to Coleman. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Mason. A rebound by the Spurs. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him. Here's Ellie. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. To end the cold streak. And he sinks the layup. Johnson's got 8 points.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Wesley against Johnson. Here's Coleman. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Duncan with the block. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Baron Davis, he's checked in for Charlotte. Antonio Daniels checked in for San Antonio. And so it's Charlotte with it. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Johnson. And the basket is good. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, when you go in there, you better finish strong. And he did.
Here's Wesley. He's covered by Daniels. Wesley the pass to Mason. Johnson against Davis. And the Hornets miss again.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Johnson up top. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Campbell. Now here's Jones. He's got 7. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got 9.
Well, it's great to see Jones finish inside, showing how he's a threat at the rim.
Johnson kicks to Duncan. Jones against Elliott. Duncan outside. The fader. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Campbell's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Now Wesley. He's got 8. And here's Davis for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Robinson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson surveying the floor. Pass to Duncan. Lets it go from 11. San Antonio again missing. Hornets shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. On the wing, Davis. On the wing, Jones. He's guarded by Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Jones in the post. Johnson on him. No good on that one. Spurs leading by 22. Pulls up on the wing. Campbell grabs the board. Campbell's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Wesley with the ball. Pass to Mason. The screen from Campbell. Into the lane. Robinson with the block.
Imposing his will defensively. A rejection like that can get in the shooter's head.
Charlotte calls timeout. And some changes here for the Hornets. Miller comes in for Campbell. And it's Ellis in for Jones. San Antonio also making some changes. Brown comes in for Duncan. And Porter subbed in for Elliott. And so here's Charlotte. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And here's Daniels. Outside Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
Terry Porter is a physical guy now. I mean, he's not that big, but he's physical. Excellent going into contact on the way up.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for San Antonio?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
That free throw, no good.
And an excellent two-way threat. Porter doesn't generate a ton of excitement, but he produces across the board.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Hornets. Ellis surveying the D. Johnson against Davis. Wesley the pass to Miller. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Shot clock at 5. Miller with a screen on Brown. Here's Mason. And that one, good.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Ellis against Porter. For 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Wesley. 8 points for him. Back to Davis. Miller kicks to Mason. Outside, Davis. His first shot coming late. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 4 rebounds in this game. With the drive, drops in the layup for 2. Daniels has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The intensity behind his drive, nothing, not even contact, was slowing him down there. I love it.
Pass to Ellis. Davis with a screen on Porter. For 3, Ellis. The rebound by the Spurs. Robinson's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Daniels passes to Johnson. Here's Brown. Porter against Mason. Porter kicks to Johnson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Assist goes to
Porter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Easy assist there from Porter. He certainly finds the open man with ease.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out left to the wing. Miller with a screen on Brown. And he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Hornets. Here's Robinson. Brown trying to free himself up. Robinson misses. A difficult situation for Charlotte. And there's the drive. Here's Wesley. Robinson pulls it in. Spurs shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Pass to Porter. Back to Daniels. Brown with a screen on Ellis. Daniels inside the line. The Hornets pull it in. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Back to Davis. Robinson with the block. And so it's San Antonio riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Spurs leading by 23. Now Daniels, pass to Duncan. Over Miller. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Hey, it may not make the highlight reel, but all Tim Duncan does is score points. And he makes your team a ton better.
Outside, Davis. Miller sets a screen for Davis. Shoots a three. Hands it from downtown.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to Porter. Duncan left side. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
That one is on Miller.
Team foul.
And, you know, Duncan's such a handful for defenders. That's why they end up having to foul him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Duncan. That one misses. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Jones against Duncan. Jones, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here is Daniels. Duncan down low. Covered by Miller. Duncan with the bucket.
Look, it's been this way for him all night. Points have come in bunches and easy.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. From deep, Ellis. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Brown. And Duncan gets it to go in.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Now here's Ellis. Outside, Jones. Floats one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Well, defense went for the pump fake completely there. Give Jones credit. That was a crafty move.
2 shots.
That free throw missing.
A hard-nosed defensive player. You have to like the effort Jones brings on that end, often taking on the challenge of their best offensive player.
Mason, he checked in for Ellis. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Brown. And he sinks the second. Now here's Johnson. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Porter. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. There's a screen. Here's the floater. He lays it in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. Pass to Rose. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Miller against Duncan.
Yeah, Duncan having a little fun toying with the defense there. Got him to bite on the pump fake.
Second team foul. Shooting for the Spurs, Tim Duncan, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Duncan. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Fills. He's covered by Daniels. Rebound by Rose. The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Duncan with the bucket.
Look at how comfortable Duncan is inside the paint. He knows those close range angles like no other. He's special in that regard.
Rose against Mason. Pass to Jones. Over Porter. On the basket by Jones.
You know, he's a gifted scorer. Eddie Jones very capable of doing a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Outside Porter. His three-pointers off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And San Antonio has possession following the bucket by the Hornets. And Daniels up top. Duncan right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Miller. Here's Rose. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Fills. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Bills.
And he can't get the first one. And the Hornets making a change here. Ellis is checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Spencer's checked in. And the second free throw, good. San Antonio leading by 22. Johnson outside. Daniels passes to Duncan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. The Spurs making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Ellis. Eddie Jones on the wing. Basket counts. Jones has got 14 points here in the second half.
You got to keep your feet moving down low, and that time he did just that.
Brown outside. Pass to Daniels. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ellis outside. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Charlotte making some changes. Eldon Campbell, he's checked in for Miller. And it's Wesley in for Ellis. San Antonio also making some changes. Robinson's checked in for Brown, and Elliott subbed in for Terry Porter. Elliott against Jones. Baseline J on the way. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Daniels. Campbell grabs the board. Campbell's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after him. Pass to Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Antonio Daniels.
You know, I enjoy when Jones looks to score because it makes the defense have to adjust.
And that one falls for Jones. Coleman's checked in for the Hornets. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Ellis checked in for Daniels. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Johnson. Outside Robinson. Pass to Ellie. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Wesley the pass to Jones. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Jones has got 12 points now in the quarter.
And Jones is known to be a deadly three-point shooter. A beautiful shooting motion there on those triples.
Out to the right wing. Ellie passes to Duncan. And it's denied.
What a denial. He was right on cue with that block.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Wesley. Robinson against Campbell. 6 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
Wesley with the ball. Jones from outside. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here is Elliott. Pass to Ellie. Robinson down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And surgical around the hoop. Robinson forces your hand as the defender.
David Robinson at the line for two.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Robinson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 18. It's Wesley on the wing, covered by Johnson.
Sean Elliott. First personal foul, fourth team foul.
Right side, Jones. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Robinson. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Avery Johnson.
Johnson's got his third assist on the night. Charlotte trails by 20. Outside, Jones. Pass to Campbell. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Campbell, the pass to Coleman. 5 on the clock. Fires, high post. Ellie grabs the board. Ellie's got 7 rebounds in the game. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Duncan. And again with the rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass. Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Wesley. Now Mason. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's the 3. Ellie grabs the board. Ellie's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Johnson kicks to Duncan. Here is Elliott. Pass to Ellie. To the paint.
Derek Coleman. 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Spurs, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Charlotte shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Jones against Ellie. To halt the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Hornets, Eddie Jones, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Brown is checked in for Robinson. Jaren Jackson comes in for Elliott. Porter's checked in for Ellie. And Daniels subbed in for Johnson. And so Jones nails both of them. And here's Daniels.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Duncan. Jackson looking around. It's Porter outside. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the inside. Porter with the steal. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Daniels, covered by Wesley. Pass to Duncan. To the middle. And there's Porter on the assist from Duncan.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tim Duncan.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And here are the Hornets now after the miss from Tim Duncan. 4 on the shot clock. Campbell with it, picked up by Brown. Jones, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer.
Terrific setup. Excellent floor vision.
And the Spurs with possession here. It's an 18-point lead. Now Daniels. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. It's an interesting matchup here, Clark, especially in the backcourt.
Well, you've got guards that can do a little bit of everything. They pass it, they score it, they can control and manage tempo. I think it makes for a very entertaining game.
Now, here's Payton. And the layup's good off the glass. Payton's got the first points up on the board here for Seattle.
A master at dicing and slicing up defenses, Payton excels at reading pick and rolls and capitalizing in them.
Here's Brandon. Payton up top over Smith. Misses, and he wants that one back. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's hauled in by Barry. Payton looking around. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Inside, here's Patterson. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Peeler. To the paint. Smith inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Seattle, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Payton passes to Baker. Second chance shot. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, you can grab him, but Baker still finds a way to score even through the contact.
Pass to Peeler. The 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Looking dangerous from deep.
For Seattle, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Payton. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Well, Payton likes to work up close and personal with the basket, but boy, he can stretch it out when he needs to.
Here's Peeler. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Garnett. The rebound by Baker.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And it's good, 2 points. Patterson's got his second bucket.
Not letting anything or anybody stop him there. Great power move.
Pass to Peeler. Garnett left side. Drops one in from the wing.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Seattle leading by 5. Outside, Payton. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Barry. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 3, and he misses his first shot. Here's Brandon. Pass to Garnett. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. Working through the early stages of the season, Greg, how long does it take for teams to establish rotation?
Kevin, some teams know day one how they're going to look, but for a lot of teams that made roster changes, maybe coaching changes, it could literally take half the season to figure it out.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Timberwolves. So far, they've got the fourth best record in the conference. And, of course, Seattle. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Well, I think for Minnesota,
this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Smith the pass to Zerbiak. To the wing right side. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Garnett. That's tipped.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Here's Barry. The rebound by Brandon.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here is Zerbiak. He has yet to score. And in the pass to Garnett. And Smith gets double-teamed. 17-foot shot on the way. And Garnett with the basket on the assist by Smith.
Garnett really comfortable shooting as soon as he catches it. He's got a lot of confidence in his jump shot.
Pass to Barry. To the middle. Here's Baker. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Timberwolves trail. Smith dishes to Garnett. And Garnett slams it home.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
Now, here's Payton. He is averaging just around 28.5 points a game, so many offensive skills in his toolkit. Pass to Stepanya. Back to Payton. Driving the lane. Rebound by Zerbiak. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Brandon the pass to Peeler. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Here's Garnett. Up again. And Garnett slams it home.
You know, KG's an insanely long player, and that length allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
And Garnett, no good on that one. Seattle trails by 3. Out to Payton. Pass to Maxwell. Grant outside. Here's Maxwell trying to end the drought. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, Maxwell trusts his mechanics, and he should. He knows he's all lined up and ready to let it go on target.
Here's Brandon. Scoreless thus far. Down low. Lets it fly. Nice shot by Smith. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Of establishing an inside presence.
Seattle calls timeout. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Seattle. Trailing by 2.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Here's Brandon. Following the basket by Gary Payton. Garnett against Grant. And here is Serbia. Still without a basket. Here's Brandon. A second chance effort. Here's Garnett. And at last they get one to fall.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
Outside, Payton. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Minnesota. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Some solid defense from Grant. For Seattle, they've gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Here's Barron. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. 5 to shoot.
And Barry offers a ton of versatility. I mean, Brent is a tall guard with really good handles and a deadly three-point shooter.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
First free throw is good. Garrett, he's checked in for Joe Smith. And Seattle making a change here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Garnett with a screen on Maxwell. Shot from the wing. Brandon's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Barry misses. Timberwolves shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Here's Brandon. He's covered by Grant. And that one's good. Brandon. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Hey, anytime you get a good shot off inside, that's an excellent possession.
Pass to Grant. And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Patterson, he's checked in for Seattle. Williams comes in for Barry. Now here's Jackson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Misses the layup.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Outside Williams. Pass to Maxwell. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Jackson, and here's Smith. That one a little long. Williams with the ball. Pass to Maxwell, who is outside. 1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Let's go. Maxwell's shot is no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Here's Maxwell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Williams. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jackson dishes to Smith. Shoots over Grant.
With his length and athleticism, Grant covers a lot of ground defensively.
Lewis on top. Still yet to score. Patterson passes to Grant. To end the drought. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
One shot.
And Grant no good on that one.
The thing about Horace Grant, he's a glue guy, but also ultra talented. What an asset to this team.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson misses. Here's Maxwell. Puts up a deep three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's Maxwell. Pass to Patterson. Here's Maxwell. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Seeley. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Seeley's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Timberwolves. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Jackson against Maxwell. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Jackson. Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Nesterovic. Nesterovic, great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Incredible timing on the putback. Wow.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now, here's Patterson. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. The 3 from Maxwell. Seattle missing again. Timberwolves leading by 4. Now Smith, 24-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And here's Jackson. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Maxwell against Jackson. Pass to Patterson. Rebound by Seeley.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
That one drops for him. And it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Jackson against Maxwell. Patterson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Patterson's got 6 points.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Nesterovic passes to Smith. Shoots over Grant. And the shot falls short this time. Seattle trails by 6. Pass to Patterson. Here's Maxwell. Looking to get back on track here. No good that time.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Pass to Maxwell. Lets it go with the 3. And here is Patterson. Here's Maxwell. Grant outside. Another shot. Person's checked in for Seattle. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Peeler passes to Smith. Here's Brandon. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Lewis down low. Hasn't made one yet. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Not easy amongst the trees to get that score, but he just stayed poised.
Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Maxwell. Brandon's shot is off. Seattle trails by 6. Here's Person. 11 points for him in that last game against Phoenix. Wide open look. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Brandon. Here's Seeley. He has 6. And Smith gets double teamed. Here's Brandon. Goes back up. And it's finished off inside by Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves. Seattle calls timeout. Garnett is checked in for the Timberwolves. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Seattle. 8-point game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. To the inside. Here's Grant. Pass to Stepanya. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe. Just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Now, here's Lewis. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. And here's Maxwell from beyond the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Brandon. Defended by Payton. It's Garnett on the wing. Over Stepanya. Seattle grabs the miss. Grant's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Smith. Not gonna go that time. Some solid defense from Grant. Seattle trails by 6. Lewis on top. Pass to Maxwell. From deep. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 6.
And taking it right to the hole. No indecision from Smith that time.
Who is outside? Pass to Stepanya. Now here's Payton. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Seeley passes to Peeler. And it's blocked by Lewis. And he gets it back. Seattle trails by 8. On the wing, Payton. 6 points for him. Count it. Good. He's got 8.
Payton really earning those two, battling successfully.
Timberwolves shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Brandon the pass to Peeler. Pass to Brandon. Here's Peeler. It's Garnett on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lewis with it. Pass to Payton. Feeds away. Payton can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Seeley. He's got 6. Brandon, the pass to Smith. Over Stepanian. And it's Smith missing.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Here's Maxwell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Payton. That misses off the backboard. The Timberwolves shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. Seattle trails by 8. Lewis kicks to Payton. Pass to Maxwell. From the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Seeley. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Payton outside. 1:32 left in the first half of basketball. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Seeley. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, I love how Brandon sets the table for his guys. Really the quintessential point guard. Gets the ball to his open teammate.
Lewis outside. Pass to Stepanian. Here's Payton. Seattle missing again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Garnett. Here's Smith. Garnett trying to break loose. And Garnett with the slam.
When Kevin Garnett gets that ball anywhere close to the rack, he's going to throw it down.
Lewis outside. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Payton. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Payton's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, how about Gary Payton? Silky look, working his way in close to the basket to make sure he got what he wanted in close.
Here's Brandon. He had 10 points in the win against Toronto.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's Brandon. Here's Peeler. At 3 off the mark. Pass to Barry. Now, here's Payton. Corner shot. Rebound, Minnesota. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Smith, left side. Here's Garnett. Tries again. Stepaniak grabs the rebound. Seattle trails by 12. Pass to Barry. Payton, right side. Here's Baker. Excellent D there from Garnett. Peeler passes to Garnett. And that one drops for him. Garnett's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
The defense playing Garnett nice and close inside, but he flexes some muscle and gets through to his finish anyway.
Payton outside. Pass to Baker. Over Garnett. Seattle missing again.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Brandon. The Timberwolves working the ball around now.
Seattle foul. Bryce Barry. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Fires top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. Zerbiak's got his first 2 points of the night.
Got the look he wanted and capitalized.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Payton. Good, nice job down low. Payton's got 12.
Yeah, you know, Gary Payton is simply a do-it-all guard, folks. I mean, his stat sheet reflecting that tonight.
Here's Brandon. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. Smith, the pass to Brandon. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Zerbiak. Garnett with a screen on Patterson. Zerbiak, no luck. Seattle trails by 14. On the wing, Payton. 12 points for him. To the middle, Patterson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. 8 points for him.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Arnett surveying the defense. To the left wing. Here's Peeler. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Payton, good.
Good tight handles for Gary Payton, and he knows how to use them effectively.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Pass to Peeler. Garnett outside. Inside. And here is Zerbiak. Smith with a screen on Patterson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Payton in the corner. Fires from deep. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Brandon. to the paint, trying to get something going. Garnett can't get it to go. Seattle trails by 10. Now Patterson. 8 points for him. Here's Payton. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Seattle calls timeout. Look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
And he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Baker passes to Barry. Clock at 6. Outside, Payton. Bank shot, no good. Minnesota leading by 10. Pass to Serbiak. Down low. They need this one. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Somebody better tell these guys blocking out. That's KG.
Seattle trails by 12. And here is Patterson. He's got 8. Here's Stepanya. Payton left side. Just 5 to shoot. So the wing on the left.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Payton up top. 14 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Payton. Here's Serbiak. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. They set the screen. Peeler passes to Brandon. Oh, good on the triple. Seattle trails by 12. Pass to Stepanya. Payton with it. Here's Barry. Launches it. Rebound by Serbiak. Here's Brandon. Pass to Garnett. Over Baker. KG. That's good. 24 points for Garnett.
And right now, the D has no answer.
And Seattle shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Here's Stepanya. Covered by Smith. Here's Barry. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the layup.
Excellent trip down the floor, ending with a nice look.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Pass to Garnett. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And, you know, the length KG has creates problems for defenders. which is why they often foul him inside.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, their offensive rebounding throughout this one has been clutch, timely. I mean, it's kept the ball out of the enemy's hands and gotten them lots of second chance points. That's a winning recipe.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The free throw good from Kevin Garnett. Some changes for Seattle. Rashard Lewis, he's checked in for Patterson. Person comes in for Barry, and it's Maxwell in for Gary Payton. Both free throws good from Kevin Garnett. Seattle calls timeout.
Yeah, and his shot selection iffy at best tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots this game. He'll be lucky if he just gets a talking to here instead of a ticket to the bench.
Seattle trails by 14. Here's Person. Pass to Maxwell. From deep three-point territory. Rebound, Minnesota. Garnett's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Here's Serbiak. Smith trying to break loose. Another miss by Minnesota. And Seattle shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. Outside, Lewis. Minnesota with the rebound. Brandon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Seeley. Now here's Garnett. Over Baker. Garnett can't get it to go.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
That's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And Seattle making a change here. Grant's checked in.
For Seattle, number 54, Horace Grant.
Here's Person. 6 to shoot. Here's Maxwell. Nails the 16-footer. Maxwell's got his second basket of the night.
And that's just unfair. He can get away from anybody with a handle like that.
Here's Brandon. He's guarded by Maxwell. The shot's good. Garnett's got 10 points here in the second half.
There's that silky smooth jumper of Garnett's. Nice elevation, and the height of the release point makes that a reliable mid-range look.
Here's Maxwell. He's got 5. Pass to Baker. The rebound by Garnett. Minnesota leading by 14. And here is Serbia. Here's Seeley. Smith with a screen on Person. Here's Seeley. And he stays with it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Puts one up, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
You like to see the assertiveness inside, forcing the defense to foul.
The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
No good on the free throw, so both teams making some changes here. And he's good on the second. Seattle trails by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Lewis. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Person. Lets it go from 11. Rebound by Smith. Timberwolves leading by 17. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Sticking with it, determined to score.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
On the free throw, no good.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Person, the pass to Maxwell. Pass to Person. And they get it. Rebound by Seeley. Seeley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. Lewis a screen on Jackson. Wide open. Rebound by Mitchell. Minnesota leading by 21. Outside Jackson. Pass to Seeley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Smith. Some solid defense from Grant. Lewis outside. Seattle missing again. Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Timberwolves. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Maxwell. Pass to Person. Here's McCoy. Here's Person. 5 to shoot. Here's Maxwell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Seeley's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Peeler. Pass to Brandon. Looking to end his cold spell. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Brandon goes about his business in a very quiet way, but he always gets the job done. He never calls attention to himself, never gets flustered. There's a calmness to his game that you have to admire.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Maxwell. Pass to Person. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's Peeler. Here's Nesterovic. And he comes up with the deuce.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Maxwell. Grant outside. Here's Person. And the 3 ball is good. Person's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The rifleman, Chuck Person, shoots a consistent percentage from the three-point line. He's a sniper now.
Brandon, the pass to Seeley. Seattle grabs the miss. Grant's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Person. Grant with the ball. Here's McCoy. Shot clock at 5. Here's Maxwell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Peeler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Strong move inside sends him to the strike.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Peeler. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. For Seattle, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Pass to Maxwell. Here's McCoy. Fires from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Maxwell, the pass to Lewis.
Minnesota foul call. Anthony Peeler.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Grant. Outside, Payton. Puts up a three. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 3 assists now in this one.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
Here's Serbiak, and he gets it to go.
Saw that sliver of daylight and took advantage.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lewis outside. Pass to McCoy. Here's Maxwell from downtown. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Seeley. Lewis covering. Offensive rebound. And so Payton will bring it up for Seattle. Pass to Maxwell. Lewis outside. Here's Maxwell. The tray. Nesterovic with the rebound. Nesterovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Seeley passes to Brandon. And here is Serbiak. Oh, good with the triple.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Payton attacking. Sweet little floater. Gary Payton's got 5 points in the quarter.
It's really one of the key shots in Payton's arsenal. That little floater over the top.
Here's Brandon. Pass to Peeler. Nailed from three-point land.
Hey, you don't even take that shot if you don't believe in yourself. Won't even think about it.
Outside, Payton. Launches a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Nesterovic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Serbiak passes to Seeley. To the inside. Here's Nesterovic.
Timberwolves foul. Marie Seeley.
Big group substitution here for Seattle.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Seattle with the ball. Payton kicks to Baker. Patterson with it. Back to Baker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At close to 7 feet tall, Vin Baker is not an easy guy to defend. Goes right into the defense and is able to draw the foul.
2 shots.
No good on that one.
And just under 7 feet, Vin Baker is a real presence in the paint. He's good at aggressively going for buckets and stopping his opponents from getting to the boards.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Seeley. Here's Hammonds. Mitchell passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Seeley. Stepanya grabs the rebound. And Seattle shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Payton kicks to Baker. There's the pick. Pass to Payton.
Tricky play from Payton inside, taking his offense into the defense and making sure he got the whistle.
Shooting for Seattle. Gary Payton taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Peyton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And both free throws good for Peyton. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Seeley. Five on the clock. It's hauled in by Barry. And Seattle shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Fade away. Count the basket.
Definitely within Baker's comfort zone. He is looking more and more confident in that mid-range.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Seeley. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Seattle grabs the miss. Stepania's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Peyton, right side. To the paint. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic work from the big fella inside. Baker's teammates know he can do damage in there.
To the middle. Jackson passes to Nesterovic. To stop the drought. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Baker kicks to Peyton. And he converts the layup. Peyton's got 23 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Seeley.
Bryce Barry, second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for two, Malik Seeley.
Shooting two.
The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Seattle trails by 21. Here's Peyton. Count it. He's got 25.
Can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Seeley. And he just hasn't been able to get it going. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Jackson down low. Peyton's there. Jackson dishes to Mitchell. Pass to Nesterovic. Shot from 12. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Peyton makes it off the glass. Peyton's got 27 points.
Slashing through the lane comfortably. Peyton takes pleasure in ripping the D to shreds on these drives.
Timeout called, Timberwolves.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Brandon. It's Garnett on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brandon, the pass to Zerbiak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from 20 feet away. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Patterson to the right side. Here's Baker on the wing. Payton. Minnesota with the rebound.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Garnett.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And the shot is good from Garnett. Garnett's got 32 points.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now here's Patterson. They set the pick. Back to Baker. Garnett grabs the board. Here's Brandon. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.